people, we is back. We is back. Another day on Keep It G News. So look, right? So word on the street is BG has been arrested. I think it's more than the word. I think it's actually facts because he posted something on his Instagram, basically speaking to that. And this is crazy, yo. So word on the street is this per gay Terrence Williams. Now you could take what he say with a grain of salt because I don't really trust nothing he say. But it's saying like with this, it do have some type of merit, and I believe you can't trust a person word like Terrence Williams after all this shit he did to come on. But yo, this is I found an article on this, y'all. So let me read the article. It's from the Guardian. It say about 2 months into supervision, about 2 months into a supervised release from federal prison on a gun charge, the rapper who scored a hit song with Bling Bling has been charged with violation of the terms of his supervision after performing alongside prominent entertainers without authorities' permission. Hey, y'all, is you serious? He violated. Hold on, let me keep reading. Hold on. But damn, the computer, goddamn. Hold on. A federal judge ordered Christopher Dorsey, or BG, who once belonged to Cash Money Records rap supergroup The Hot Boys, released on his own reconnaissance on Wednesday after his arrest on the charge. Oh, so he back home. Released on Wednesday after his arrest on the charges, records show. Although Dorsey, 43, was let out of custody and pending the outcome of the case relatively quickly, his latest legal peril set off a dialogue in some circles. OG Free. Yeah, so he home. Yo, but that's crazy, y'all. So I don't really see. I ain't never been to the feds, y'all. So he probably gotta go to court for this. He probably gotta go to court for this, yo. Probably gonna get some type of technical violation. But this is bullshit. For performing alongside prominent entertainers without authorities' permission. Why do he need to have their permission? So I guess what Terrence Williams saying was true. Cause they felons, you can't perform. Like, yo, they just make it so hard for a black man, yo. Like, this is insane. I ain't never heard of this before. But this is New Orleans Eastern District. More than likely. New Orleans Eastern District. And I talked to y'all a few times about how they is down there. For the people that's from New Orleans, y'all know how they get down. That is a dirty place. Yo, can y'all hit the like button, share the video? That is a dirty place to be arrested, man. They play fucked up games with you all the time. So they locked him up, then released him on bail. Almost immediately released him on, not even on bail, on his own recon. So I just let you know it's on some bullshit. They just trying to show that he's still in custody. That's all this was, is a power move. Just to show you that, you still on the rope and we can pull it back whenever we feel like it. Yo, that is dirty, yo. Hey, dog, what it is? That's dirty, yo. It's a dirty system, yo. That's why I speak about it the way I do. Let me see if there's anything else. In a video, OG Free showed text messages on the phone screen that he said was from Dorsey. And it read in part, "I just got out of jail." The rest of the message accurately summarized the allegations contained in federal court papers that led Dorsey arrested in Las Vegas, where the New Orleans rapper lives. A federal probation officer wrote in those papers that one of the conditions governing Dorsey's supervised release from prison was to obtain prior written approval before entertaining self-employment, but Dorsey had not done that before performing at a concert in Las Vegas alongside Boosie in February. He also had not obtained such permission when, while living at a halfway house, he published the album Chopper and Bricks alongside rapper Gucci Mane. This is they dirty, y'all. Like, what's the point? I don't understand why he working. It's like they want you to work, but then at the same time they want to govern everything you doing while you working. Additionally, those on federal supervised release are generally required to refrain from associating unnecessarily with people, including if they have prior felony convictions. Authorities took exception to the fact that both Lil Boosie and Gucci have prior felony convictions, including respectively for possession of intent to distribute controlled dangerous substance, as well as possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Yo, for one, that Gucci, only thing Boosie got on his record is a marijuana charge, a third-degree marijuana charge. In Louisiana, that shit is still a felony. If he was in Maryland, that shit he wouldn't even got charged with that shit. Like, Louisiana need to update their laws, man. Dorsey put out a video on YouTube on the 16th of February titled Really Understand, as well as another one called Yellow Tape alongside rapper Kid Kid. 8 days later, on Apple Music, court records noted. Like, they really keeping record of every song that he did. They probably couldn't wait to do this. They probably just waiting for him to... One more song. I can say him now. One more song, we gonna grab him. He do one more song with a convicted felon, we gonna grab him. But how many rappers not felons? Young, what it is? How many rappers not felons? He might as well stop rapping. Alright. Dorsey probation officer described asking the musician about his employment choices, as well as telling him that he needed to find other work, according to the officer. Dorsey's response was, "I'm a rapper. This is my profession." The officer applied for a warrant to arrest Dorsey. Damn, so they don't even want him to rap. They don't want him to rap. They hating, y'all. Louisiana is hating on BG. That's really all it is. They see the boy shining. He came home. He getting money. He back in the mix. Now, if he'd have fell off, they wouldn't have had no problems with it. He could have did anything he wanted to do. But since they see him elevating, this all it is a hate move, y'all. This is a hate move, and it's a move to show for them people to show you that we're still in control. That man gave them people 12 and a half, 13 years of his life, and he's still trying to show them we in control. The officer applied for a warrant to arrest Dorsey on the 21st of March, saying he had violated multiple conditions of his supervised release. U.S. District Judge Susie Morgan of New Orleans, I knew it was New Orleans, where Dorsey had been prosecuted when first in prison, signed off on it a day later, according to records. Dorsey was arrested in Las Vegas and appeared in federal courthouse there on Wednesday. After being ordered released on his own request, he was told to appear in federal court in New Orleans as required, while officials deliberate whether or not to revoke his supervised release and to re-incarcerate him. Subsequent court dates were not immediately available. That's dirty, y'all. They really trying to lock this man up for working. They trying to lock the man up for working. Nap time, what it is. Hey, my brother, I'm free now. Man, salute to you, man. Yo, this dirty, y'all. This dirty, y'all. This is dirty. They told that man to find other work. To find other work. Damn. Yeah, but we already knew. For people that didn't know, they hate on police departments, federal authorities. They hate. They don't want to see a black man win, yo. And it's fucked up, yo. When he did his time, yo, he paid his debt to society. Let that boy come home, man, and do what he gotta do to provide for his family. Why y'all trying to dictate that too? You're trying to dictate that too. And what's crazy is they probably really violate him for this. They probably really violate him for this. Good thing for BG though. He already did all his time. He shouldn't really have that much backup time. If that, you know what I mean? But I ain't feeling it. I think this is BS. I think this is BS. It's just about control. They just want control. That's all it is. As long as they can control you, they fine. Don't give a fuck what you do. Long as we know first. That's all it's about. Long as we know first. This man is a rapper, yo. Why y'all gotta dictate every part of his lifestyle, man? They just want to feel a part of something. Similar to what that state judge did to Meek Mills. For some reason, yo, these judges, they do this to celebrities or people that got influence. They do this to them. They probably fans for real. Yo, BG got locked up the other day. He got locked up the other day for a violation of his probation, violation of his probation. But guess what he got violated for though, bro? It was 2 instances that they wrote down. He did an album with Gucci Mane. He did a show in Las Vegas with Boosie. Yo, and they was upset that they wasn't notified first. So he got released on his own recon, but they still gotta have a hearing to see if they're gonna revoke his bail. I mean his his sentence. Send him back to prison. He gonna have a revocation hearing. His probation officer told him to get another job. That nigga said, man, I'm a rapper. What you mean? She told him to get another job. That's serious, y'all. Let me read it again for people that just got in here. This is what it's about. A federal probation officer wrote in those papers that one of the conditions governing Dorsey's supervised release from prison was to obtain prior written approval. What does that even mean? You see how vague that is? They write it that vague just so a person can, make a mistake. Obtain prior written approval before what? Before everything? Like before we have sex, he gotta tell the judge. You gotta tell his PO. Like what does that mean, yo? You gotta specify that, but that's what they do. They don't specify it on purpose. Before entertaining self-employment. All right. Obtain prior written approval before entertaining self-employment. So if he was signed to a label, would that still be considered self-employment? If he was signed to a label, would that still be self-employment? I mean, would that be considered self-employment? So since he's not signed to a label, this is crazy. That's self-employment. I lost where was that, y'all. Oh, but Dorsey had not done that before performing at a concert in Las Vegas alongside Lil Boosie on February 8th. He also had not obtained such permission when, while living at a halfway house in December, he published the album Choppers and Bricks alongside fellow rapper Gucci Mane. Additionally, those on federal supervised release are generally required to refrain from associating unnecessarily with some people, including if they have prior felony convictions. Authorities took exception to the fact that both Lil Boosie and Gucci Mane have prior felony convictions, including, respectively, for possession of intent to distribute a controlled dangerous substance, which is marijuana for Boosie, as well as possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. They dirty, y'all. They dirty, y'all. You say he could say, yeah, they trying to knock him off, y'all. They hating. It's just a hate move. That's all it is, man. We gotta call it how we see it. They hating, man. The man came home. If he'd have came home like another rapper that came home and they had no buzz, yo, he could have been do what he wanted to do. I promise you. He could have been able to do what he wanted to do. But since he came home and had some type of shine, they fucked him over. What he need to do is he need to get his parole and probation switched to Las Vegas. That's what he needed to do. He needs to get his probation switched to Las Vegas, get it out of Louisiana, because they probably mad that he moved. You know, he need to get it out of Louisiana, yo. Get it switched to wherever he at. He probably have a better chance, yo, because the Louisiana system is set up for black people to fail, just like most systems there. But Louisiana different. Louisiana different, yo. I done covered some cases out of Louisiana, some wild cases, yo, and they play dirty down there. That shit fucked up. They better not send him back. He was told to appear in federal court in New Orleans as required, while officials deliberate whether or not to revoke his supervised release. Damn. So he don't got no court date for a ratification hearing yet. He ain't got no court date for that yet. But this still a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, yo, but they got him in I think one of his cases, his case was in Detroit. I don't know how New Orleans. Let me see if it say. I think it say how New Orleans got him. His case definitely was in Detroit. The seize of the 14-year prison sentence, which Dorsey was handed in July 2022, were planned in 2009, when the traffic stop in New Orleans eventually led to him pleading guilty to illegal gun possession. He also ended up pleading guilty to obstruction of justice. Yeah.
Can you have stuff on my trunk and bring it here?
All right. He also ended up pleading guilty to obstruction of justice conviction because he admitted pushing one of his associates to falsely claim ownership of a gun in question. Having been transferred to prison to after hours, Dorsey saw his prison sentence reduced to time he had already served on the 24th of January 2024. He then began a 2-year period of living under federal supervision on the 1st of February, about a week before taking the stage with Lord Boosie and fellow native Louisianan. He then began a 2-year period of living under federal supervision. I don't know, y'all. Yeah, he is in Vegas, yo. I don't know. He got to go back to New Orleans. New Orleans judge is the one that did this to him. Let me go back, y'all. I know I read it. And make sure y'all share the video, subscribe to the channel, become members. Hold on, I'm trying to find where it say. Because he got to go back to New Orleans. Dialogue in some circles about whether once belonged to Carolina. Although Dorsey was let out of custody, pending the outcome of the case relatively quickly. His latest legal peril set off a dialogue in some circles about whether authorities are going overboard enforcing technicalities. They is, yo. These technicality violations is bull. They bull, man. These technicality violations is bullshit, yo, because they can get you for damn near anything. They can get you for damn near anything, yo. Technicality violation, you get shot, you can violate on a technicality. Like, you could be a victim and violate on a technicality. I'm trying to find why he how he ended up back in New Orleans. Go back and show. Although Dorsey was out of custody, and maybe I can find it. Although Dorsey was out of custody, outcome case transfer. man has come on doing this little thing. That's OG Freeze. In the video, Freeze showed a text message on the screen that he said was from Dorsey in the part, I just got out of jail. The rest of the message accurately summarized the allegations contained in the federal court papers that led to Dorsey arrest in Las Vegas, where New England federal probation also wrote those papers that one of the conditions outside booking. He also entertained no such permission. Yo, I ain't know bees was out already, man. Fucking bees everywhere. And he also not obtained such permission when living in a halfway house. Additionally, those on federal supervised Dorsey put out a YouTube video with Kid. The officer applied the warrant to arrest Dorsey on March 21st, saying he violated multiple conditions of a supervisor's lease. U.S. District Judge. So what I'm thinking is when he came home, he was living in New Orleans, and then moved. That's the only thing that makes sense. When he came home, he was living in New Orleans, and then he moved to Las Vegas. Once he was able to get around and get off the box, he moved to Las Vegas. But his case is still in New Orleans. And I've seen this judge before, Susie Morgan. Okay, so U.S. District Judge Susie Morgan of New Orleans, where Dorsey had been prosecuted when first in prison, signed off on it a day later. Yeah, he had to have been living in New Orleans because these charges came out of Detroit. You say he was just in Vegas for the halfway house? I think he live in Vegas now. Nigga, if he ain't in Vegas, need to go back. Need to get the fuck out of New Orleans, man. New Orleans dirty, man. They dirty. Look at what they doing to C Murder. Look at what they did to Mac. Look at what they did to Boosie. The fuck they locked the man up on a fucking fourth degree. They gave the man 8 years, yo, on a marijuana charge, just because they couldn't get him on the murders. Like, this is the dirty shit that them people do, man. They dirty down there, man. And that's just the people that we know. Shit, look what they did to Lee Lucas. Lee Lucas got done dirty too. Imagine all the people like me and y'all. You know, the people that nobodies, the people that don't got a voice. Imagine what the fuck they go through. Jesus Christ. If they can do that to C Murder and Mac, people that was notable, at least for C Murder, he even had money or had access to money at the time. If they can do that to him, what would they do to me and you and y'all? Yeah, man. Like, yo, New Orleans is dirty, man. That shit need to be investigated. That's why I be saying what I be saying, yo. When the people be talking about that jail, lock them up, man, they not trying to solve no crime, yo. It's too much money in crime. It's too much money in crime, yo. It's too much money in black people harming each other. They'll never stop it. The best we can do is try to bring structure to it. I mean, the best we can do is try to bring structure to it because it'll never stop. They don't want to stop it. It's too much money. It's too profitable. Everybody's eating. Look at that video I did, man. I think it's on membership though, man. But y'all check that video I did on the people that's invested in these prison industries. The whole fucking world is, man. The whole world is invested in prison industry. You'd be surprised some of the names you seen on that. I was like, wow. I see why it's like it is. They'll never stop it. Too many people eating. Everybody's eating, yo. And we going to prison. Everybody was getting rich. Y'all think it's a game, man. Yeah, New Orleans dirty, man. Yeah, they told the man to find another job. Like, what the fuck type of... Like, I know yo was like, what? Like, I've been rapping since I was 13. You talking about find another job like this? This is the only job I know at this point. That was complete hate. Confessed to 30 bodies and he home. They need to free my brother. Shit, motherfucking, you talking nigga shit. Times Williams did the same goddamn thing and told on a hella bunch of people. Yeah, y'all, it's a dirty system, yo. And I'm gonna keep speaking out to against it, yo, until I ain't got no more breath in my body, yo. I promise you. I'm gonna keep speaking out against it, yo, because this shit that they do to people is wrong, bro. It's wrong, yo. And they probably really gonna try to violate them. They probably really gonna try to violate them because of that. You know what I mean? Not give them no breaks, not give them no second chances, no none of that. Shouldn't even be arrested for that shit. It's like, yo, in order for us to get treated fairly, yo, we really gotta go up to like the fucking, we really gotta create a real uproar. You feel me? People gotta protest. People got, in order just to get what everybody else is getting, yo. And that shit is insane. World Dope Podcast, what it is. That shit is insane that they treat us. That's how it is. You knew it was meritless because they gave him his own recon. By him getting his own recon, lets you know that it's meritless. But that don't stop New Orleans. You know what I mean? It don't just stop with, right there with them. That's not enough. That ain't enough. They still double back and send him to prison. He only got 2 years left, though. He only got 2 years left. And with the time he been on the streets, he probably only got a year left. But who the fuck wants to do that? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is just a move to slow him up. Slow him up. Told the man to find another job. He ain't do nothing, yo. I'm gonna read it again for people that just got in here. A federal probation officer wrote in those papers that one of the conditions governing Dorsey's supervised release from prison was to obtain prior written approval before entering self-employment. But Dorsey had not done that before performing at a concert in Las Vegas alongside Lil Boosie on the 8th of February. He also had not obtained such permission when, while living at a halfway house in December, he published the album Choppers and Bricks alongside fellow rapper Gucci Mane. Additionally, those on federal supervised release are generally required to refrain from associating unnecessarily with people, including if they have prior felony convictions. Authorities took exception to the fact that both Lil Boosie and Gucci Mane have prior felony convictions, including respectively for possession with intent to distribute a controlled dangerous substance, as well as possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. The officer applied for a warrant to arrest Dorsey on the 21st of March, saying he had violated, let me turn it around, saying he had violated multiple conditions of his supervised release. U.S. District Judge Susie Morgan of New Orleans, where Dorsey had been prosecuted when he first imprisoned, signed off on it a day later, according to records. Dorsey was arrested in Las Vegas and appeared in federal courthouse there on Wednesday after, my computer ready to die. After being ordered released on his own reconnaissance, he was told to appear in federal court in New Orleans as required while officials deliberate whether or not to invoke his supervised release and to reincarcerate him. So that's what we dealing with, y'all. That's what we dealing with. The man came home. The man came home, tried to make some money. It looked like they hating. I ain't even get to the part where his probation officer told him to find another job. Let me go back to that part. She told the man to find another job. BG should have known the fix was in right there. When she said that, BG should have known the fix was in. This lady is trying to send me to prison. This man been rapping his whole life. And you gonna tell a man to find another job? Come on now, we gotta make it make sense. I mean, let me get to that part. No court, some supervised. Let me get to that part. In the case, says pro dialogue some circles. The man's been doing. OG Freeze spoke about it. He ain't bothering nobody, trying to get his life on track. This guy jailed arrest. Summarize the allegations of federal court. Dorsey probation officer described asking the musician about his employment choices, as well as telling him that he needed to find other work. According to the officer, Dorsey's response was, "I'm a rapper. That is my profession." Like they got every song. Everything where he died. They got every song that the man did. Shit, y'all can't even see my screen. Yeah, they got every song that the man did since he been home, watching under a microscope. But I'm ready to go, y'all. Cause make sure I subscribe to the channel. My phone is on 5%, and I can't even see my damn screen. It's dark as hell. But yeah, make sure I subscribe to the channel, y'all. Like, comment, share. BJ doing BG dirty. And I'm out. And I'm doing promo too, y'all. If you need anything promo, hit me on Instagram, Keep It G News. And I'm out.